Okay. Duh. I started talking and it didn't work. Let's start again. Let me talk to you about some of my adventures in the New York City movie industry, actually television industry. I'll start with a little history of my background. I was born next to a very important military hospital. It was called the Douglas Hospital at the time, and it was a very important, very rich place in my humble street. And so, naturally, as I was growing up and way into adulthood, young adulthood, and a little bit beyond, I was very much influenced by the people of the Douglas Military Hospital, often who had some very exaggerated institutionalized behavior because it was very strong, populated, strongly inclined to a standard institutionalized behavior. When I went to New York City and I went into the underground and I was rescued, I still had many of those behavior attitudes of an extremely infantile, institutionalized person. And I eventually was found got a patron who decided to put me and a couple of people that were also in trouble with their attitude and behavior into a home, a little home. And you could see me there because I'm in a very important sitcom. It was called All in the Family. And for a while I personified the movie star Sally Struthers. And you could see in a couple of times, not very often, but a couple of times, where she's going, wow, that was me. And that was what I would do if I would cry. It used to drive me up a wall. Another place you could see my influence, I don't know if it was me, in the first movie with Sylvester Stallone called Rocky. If you see the scene where Ariane is fighting with her father, she makes him a big meal, and he shoots up the chicken, and she starts screaming like an animal. That was me too. So these are a couple of habits I had, and that were actually weeded out as I had a small stint in acting in the acting community in New York City. Next time I'm going to talk to you about Michael Jackson. Speak to you soon. Hello, this is Kathy Fabian speaking to you from the Rose Studio of the Valuable Gallery. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about another episode in my life about what happened to me as I was working in the acting community in New York City. At the time, I was very much involved with creams of all sorts, face cream, body cream. I loved it. And because I didn't have much money, I was always looking for special deals. And I would go come to the city to look for special deals, whether it would be in thrift shops or whether it would be in boutiques or pharmacies. I would look. As I was doing this, I would live not too far away, or if not inside Harlem, which is right near, actually is right near the United Nations. And as I was going to one in one particular store, I found they were selling a very nice body cream to me in the size of a pail, with a big portion for $3. So I thought, great, I'll go take it for $3. I was in an adventurous mood. I took it home. The store, they say that the store checks it out always. So I took it home and I started putting it on, and it was very, 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 very wonderful cream. It was unctuous. It was comfortable. It felt great. At the time, I wasn't really concerned about checking myself in the mirror. When I got to the place where I was working with people, people just kind of stopped and looked at me because the cream I had got was for people with coffee colored skin, like black coffee colored skin. It was a very dark cream. Yeah, someone would actually was looked like boot black, which is a standard. They put boot black a long time ago for actors to use when they were doing vaudeville or burlesque, and that's the color it was. So I came in there, and it certainly made a very important impression at the time. because my eldest son and my skin was black. And as I was looking at it, I was involved in the community of acting and then creative. And I thought it would be fun if I could, do my impersonations of the people, the Afro American people that I saw around me, very much involved at the time. And that's how Michael Jackson, that's how the character came. And as how it chose the character came out of that. That was how he was improvised. He had to choose a name, and I knew he came from Jacksonville, Mississippi. I found that that's the name, Jackson. So that's how Michael Jackson's star personality began. Of course, you understand that a movie star never leaves the screen, and often there's many people that do play him. And whether or not he's real or not is not as important as the issues and problems he brings and solves. But that was how Michael Jackson started, as I know it, and how he became a celebrity. This is Kathy, communicating speaking from Rose Steel. Have a good day. I was also very much involved in Sesame Street. I actually played Stephanie of Sesame Street. My hair is a funny hair. It can change a lot. And I come from a community that had a very important both white and black population. So much so, I was very much influenced by it. And I know that if my hair just styled a certain way, I can certainly change colors very easily. Yeah. So Michael Jackson, the hair was not a problem. I was talking about, I went into a vintage store for makeup, and I found, luckily they had a couple of pails, large big pails, that were not bestsellers, of this wonderful body cream, which when I took home, I found much to my happiness, was very, very comfortable to put on. And it was much to the surprise of the people I worked with when I came down to work. I had all of a sudden the morphosed into a dark colored coffee skin boy. And so that's how Michael Jackson became a star. But the story, he became important, somehow became important, and I was interviewed on a talk show. I believe David Letterman, as I recall. So I was telling him, I'm talking to you now about the story of how Michael Jackson came to be. And he asked, do I have the cream? I have the cream. Yeah, I have the cream. Here's the cream. Now he started putting it on himself. You see, the poor gentleman and his staff had a problem with too much over enthusiastic fans who would actually be lurking out in back alleys or wherever they came in, as much as they tried to come in privately to catch them. So he just started putting it on the camera right away to see if it worked, because he had been coming in disguise, often wearing basically blue black, which is horrible for your skin. And it's an old standard tool, was an old standard tool of makeup for years and years and years, and he wanted to be a hero of an African American on stage. So he just started putting on, and I think that's how they sold. The cosmetic lady who made the cream, came on stage, and they sold all those large cans of $3, these big cans, very fast. And I think a lot of skin got a lot better when we got to New York City that day.